Well, it's who the hell cares what frickin' day it is? It's sometime after they locked us down in Nevada. Who knows when, why, how? I've given up on trying to keep track of time. It is daytime because the sun's out. It just seems like I don't know. Today I'm not having a bad day. I'm really not. It's just that kind of lose track of time, man. I know it's daytime. The sun's out, so I know it's daytime. I actually know that it's Tuesday and all that, but who cares? Does it really matter what day of the week it is? I mean, there's nothing we can do. Most of us are locked up in our houses. I happen to be in my RV in the middle of the desert. It's really not that bad. Lori and I are doing fine, I think. Right, babe? Yeah. Doing fine. A lot of people got a lot worse than we do.
Some people think it's all about them.
Yeah, some people are a little self-centered through this. They're forgetting that humanity exists and that you have to help others. I know my daughter used the Walmart trick, and she's able to get toilet paper. Now, we haven't heard if she picked it up yet or not, but it was put in her shopping cart that they had toilet paper for. So hopefully she gets some kind of toilet paper because her husband's at the jail working. He got a job as a guard, a prison guard, and she's home with the baby. So hopefully she doesn't have to go out searching with that baby. I really don't want her out trying to find toilet paper. I messed around with my stocks today, made a couple $100. There's a lot of money in the stock market right now to be made if you're a gambler. To me, it's like playing blackjack. You get in, you take a little swing, you make a few bucks, and you're out. It's Tuesday, John. Tuesday. Sue's telling me it's Tuesday. She sells by Sue. Hi, Sue. How are you? I really don't know that anything's changed. I went to Family Dollar last night and picked up a couple gallons of milk. I like milk. I eat cereal. I love my Sour Patch, so I like milk with my Sour Patch. I'm not bashful about it. You guys got any questions? I mean, I really don't have anything today, but I said I was going to do this every day, so I want to make sure I do it. I mean, if I have something later, I'll jump on here. There's no news on the SBA loan. Amazon lending can go bite themselves because my wife's sitting here, or I tell them to go themselves. For you lip readers, you'll understand what I was saying there. I can't even get them to answer my email, which kind of pisses me off. I know a lot of banks. Listen, I'm in a gathering information. I am not in desperate means by any sort at all. I am not desperate in any means. But I'm gathering information. Bank of America. Looks like they're pushing payments out 90 days on credit cards. Who else? I don't know who else. Who else? American Express is working with you if you call them. It looks like I just heard from a friend of mine. It looks like eBay is going to push store fees out for a month. Be careful when you call these places. Make sure that you understand what they're telling you on the phone. Make sure they're not saying, "Hey, you owe me double next month." Don't jam yourself up. Make sure you take and listen and understand what you're agreeing to before you agree to it. Seeing Everlasting People got letters from Attorney General of Florida. Sounds like some people are, the Attorney General's going after some people in Florida about the price gouging. That's interesting. I think you're going to see a lot more of it. I don't think it's going to go very far. uh, especially when the numbers are actually broken down to somebody and they understand it. The paper dragon paper mache art. Holy freaking cow! Is that a mouthful? The PDPMA says only deferred, which means you'll owe it double. Meaning, it sounds like eBay is going to charge you double next month. My sales are okay with eBay. I'm down about $1,000 a month in sales on eBay. I don't have real big sales over there anyway. My accountant and I were just talking about this, that maybe I need to start advertising in Canada. I need to start going to ebay.ca. I need to start looking at amazon.ca, and actually getting set up to sell in these places, to work in these places, to actually see if I can increase my sales. On a good note, my sales are up a little bit today. They were up about 9% yesterday. So 2 days in a row, it looks like my sales will end up from the not up like my normal up, it like from my freaking low down here of selling 3 items a day when I'm used to selling 1,000 up. I am getting to a point where I can laugh about it a little bit. PDPMA says she's paying her fees. I think I will too. It's my big bills I'm worried about. I got some, $35,000 Amazon. That's a tough one to pay. I think my American Express bill is $50,000 this month. I actually think I'm going to defer it. Normally, I take the 2% on 50 G's. That's $1,000, guys. Just so you know, I take the 2% and cash back. Well, it's not actually cash back; it's a discount. So I don't even have to worry about it for accounting purposes. Let's see what Eric's saying over here. Eric, that's what I'm afraid. A lot of people are going to push payments back. But if you can pay this month, how are you going to? If you can't pay this month, how are you going to, in a month, be able to afford 2 payments? Are they waiving interest? I don't know, Eric. I don't know all the details. Listen, I have not called any of these places yet. I'm just kind of gathering information from friends who have actually called, and Bank of America's, extending terms. American Express is pushing the payment out for you. I know that with my Plum card, instead of 2%, I can take 60 days deferred, which means in 60 days, the full 50 grand is due. Listen, in 60 days, I'm going to know if I'm still open or not. So if I'm open, I'll have 50 grand to pay them. If we're bankrupt, it'll just be another piece of paper I got to sign. What's this say? I'm a great seller on eBay, my username. Oh, her username's I'm a great seller. AGRT 8 seller. I don't know what she sells. Check out her store if you want. There's nothing wrong with checking out other people's stores. I have no problem sharing that kind of information. I'm in a good place. I'm just looking to see what everybody else is doing. Information is the key to getting through this, guys. I am going to really push that part of it. The other thing is being debt-free is very important. In a time like this, being debt-free is very important. In our personal life, we are debt-free except for the motorhome. So I can actually live a couple of months on credit cards if I had to. I know that's not Dave Ramsey's whole gig, but if I had to fall back onto a credit card to live, I could do it. And make a couple of minimum payments and start working on it. It's just, it is what it is. you kind of have to work with what you can. Just trying to keep cabin fever at bay. So what I make sure I do is, and I don't do it every day. I try to do it like every other day. Is I get out and go for a walk. Yesterday, I walked down through the town, which was kind of depressing to go by the casinos that are all closed. I went across the bridge and out into the desert a little bit. Seen a snake. I should have taken a picture of the snake. It was very hard to see. I heard the snake before I seen the snake. It let me know that I was getting too close to where it was. It hissed at me, and I heard it plain as day. When I went back the other way, I actually was watching for it because I had a general idea of where it was on the trail. And I seen it. I spotted it. I probably should have taken a picture of it, but when I seen it, I just wanted to be away from it. There are a lot of poisonous snakes out here. I don't know what kind of snake it was. I'm not a snake person. Sue's saying, pouring rain and storms here. Possible tornadoes today. Oh, that's not good. Hunker down, Sue. I mean, on top of everything else, then you got to deal with storms. That would drive me nuts.
We had rain yesterday.
We had rain yesterday. It wasn't storm rain. Listen, here, if you get an eighth of an inch of rain, that's like a typhoon out here, guys. They don't get a lot of rain. What happens, though, and people don't understand this being in a mountainous area, is that it rains all through the mountains, and all that water, because the ground doesn't absorb water. It's the ground out here is like a rock. There's no real water, just kind of lays, and then the sun soaks it up and dries it up. The ground doesn't soak it up. So all the water through all the mountains runs down. And it always kind of, and all of a sudden you have this one big massive river running through town. It's interesting. I want to take some photos and post some photos of what I see out here to give you guys a better idea. I wasn't really in the mood yesterday. I just wanted to be out walking around and kind of forgetting about what's going on. I was just kind of saying hi to, there's a lot of people out walking through the desert. There's not much to do here, so they go for a walk. They usually take their dog or, their wife or whoever, and they're out there walking. So, but I really don't have anything. I'm in good spirits. My wife is cooking me lunch. It is lunchtime here. The one hard part is all my friends are on the East Coast. Families on the East Coast. Everybody's on the East Coast.
Except for Robin. She's like
Robin's 2 hours behind us, 2 hours ahead of us. But it's tough being so far behind in time at everybody else because you guys are going to bed and I'm just eating supper. So anybody got any questions about what's going on here? What I'm doing? Anything that I'm open for ask me anything. I won't give stock tips though. I don't know. I see a lot of people putting disclaimers out that, this isn't a stock tip. It's strictly for entertainment. So I just avoid it. I don't know if there's legal issues or not. So don't ask me about stocks. I play around. I'll tell you, I play around with gambling. I play around with cruise lines, things like that. LOL, living in the Twilight Zone. Yeah, I kind of am. Because when I'm tired, I go into bed and I lay down. If it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon and I want a nap, I go lay down for an hour. Say, honey, get me up in an hour. I can't sleep too long so that I can go to sleep tonight. If I eat my soup and decide I want to go, I go lay down. Have fun, Sue. Yeah, I'm in better spirits. I've accepted that I may lose the business. I may not. God has a plan, and I'm just kind of hunkering down and waiting for him to say, hey, wake up down there. Time to do something. He'll let me know when it's time. So, guys, I just want to jump on here and tell you what's going on. I think it's day number 8 of our lockdown.
Yes.
My wife is saying yes. There's really no changes here. The one change I did see, the one noticeable change is the office staff used to have a whole bunch of cars behind the building. There's one. I don't know how many people ended up getting laid off. I hope they're okay. Remember, I'm out here praying for you. I really don't have anything else to do. If you need me, reach out to me. Find me on Facebook. If you enjoyed it, thumbs up. Click the little bell so you know when I pop on here, because I'm popping on. This is going to be a regular thing. And it may become something I do on a regular basis. Just pop on here once a day and tell you what I'm doing. All right, guys. God loves you. God bless. I'm out. Talk to you soon. Be safe.